Oh, hey everyone, welcome back, welcome back. I'm just taking product shots of a new product I just made, and I'm going to show you how to make it. The ever so popular purse strap sublimation tumblers. These things are a big hit, really big sellers, and they're so easy to make. So I made two different designs. I'm going to show you how to elevate your tumbler game with the purse straps. I know y'all are like, what? Show me how. Okay, as always, I got you. So no need to linger around. My name is Katrina. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. If you are already a returning subscriber, you already know the vibe. So I'm just gonna go ahead, hop into this tutorial and show you how to make these awesome purse strap sublimation tumblers, Coach style. Let's go. So here are all the supplies that I'm using for today's video. From left to right, I'm using my little cutter so that way I can slice off the paper. You need, of course, heat resistant tape, heat resistant gloves, the 20-ounce tumblers, and as you can see, mine are the hog tumblers from the stainlesssteeldepot.com. Now you can use either E6000 or you can use UV resin, but I don't know what happened to my other light, so I don't think this one is going to fit underneath the tumbler, so I might have to use the E6000, but either way, you can use either method to glue on the chain. Speaking of chains, you're going to need the straps. You can get them from Amazon. And of course, you're going to need the D-rings. I'll explain it more when I get to it, but this is two different pieces that you're going to need to glue on to the tumbler so that way the straps can attach. You're going to need, of course, your artwork, and today I'm using the Hippo paper with the Cosmos sublimation ink. Of course, you're going to need your sublimation printer. And I didn't show me printing out today because I've done it numerous times, but I'm using my converted Epson printer. This is the 8550 Eco Tank, and I love this printer, but I use it pretty much in every sublimation video. So this is the printer that I use for today's project. And today I'm going to be using my mini sublimation oven from PYD Life. You can use a mug or a tumbler press, but it just makes life so much easier. So I'm going to be using my mini sublimation oven. You're going to need a heat gun if you're using an oven, along with heat shrink bags. But if you're using a mug or tumbler press, all you need is that and butcher paper. Without further ado, let's get started and sublimate this luxury purse strap 20-ounce tumbler. Okay, here's the tumbler, 20 ounce, and all you want to do to measure it is take your measuring tape and you're just going to wrap it around. I'm going to see where that stops at, and that is just a little more than 9 inches. So just a little bit more than 9 inches. Every tumbler is not the same size, so you definitely have to measure your tumbler because you'll have to tweak your template. And this one, as you can see, it's right there, just a little bit. I don't know what those measurements are after the 8, but it's like 2 lines right at the 8 inches. All right, so not 8.5, maybe about 8.25 or less, but that's the size of this tumbler. That's how I measure it. So as I said, I did 2 tumblers, and this one I did first, and it came out beautifully. No ghosting, beautiful, seamless, full wrap, and I'm going to show you how you can get the perfect wrap every single time. All right, so I'm just going to cut this down to size. Gonna fit that in there. You just need one side to be perfect. Sometimes this thing be acting up and it gets caught, so I have to do it slow so that it doesn't snag. And that's a perfect edge. The other side, I'm gonna just cut with my scissor up real close. I can't wait to do this one. I'm a Betty Boop girl. I love Betty Boop. So when I seen this image, and I got this image off of Etsy, I said, yes, I need this image. So this will be going on my website. I will be selling these. So in about another week, once I get back from the ISS Impressions Expo in California, all of this stuff will be on my site. I'm working on my site now. So I will have a brand new, improved, sexy site with all the stuff that I sell. Custom orders, everything will be on there. Embroidery. And now I'm going to be adding these luxury 20-ounce tumblers. And this template, I want to say, I got it in 3 different ways. I got it with the Betty Boop with the coach on it. Then I got it with just the coach on it. And I got it without the Betty Boop. So I can customize this one. Like if you want this background pattern, but without Betty Boop or without coach, we can put your name on it. So either way, if you're not like a Betty Boop girl, but you still like this pattern, you can still have it. All right, I want it to be flush at the bottom, so that's why I'm taking off this white. I want this to be flush at the bottom, perfect seam. So you want to make sure there's no white. And now I'm going to open up the tumbler. Make sure you take the top off. You want to clean off the tumbler, make sure it's good. Heat resistant tape. And as you can see, my design is mirrored. So I didn't show Silhouette Studios today. That's the software that I use, but you want to make sure that you mirror your design. And you want to make sure it's nice and tight. Now, if you do have a white edge on either side, you want to make sure that the side that has the white edge is on top, because you don't want to have a gap in your tumbler. So as you can see, both of my sides are pretty much really solid, but there's no white edge, so I can put either side down. I like that brown line on this side, so we're going to go with that side. It'll give it like a seam. And this is why you want it to be flush to the bottom. This is a perfect wrap. You see that? Top to bottom meets right on point. Perfect sizing. Perfect sizing. And again, doesn't matter what size I'm using. A lot of people always ask me what size, because if you get your tumblers from somewhere else, you're going to have a different size tumbler. Every tumbler is not the exact same size. So where if I buy tumblers off of Amazon, if I get them off of, you know, Heat Transfer Warehouse, Heat Press Nation, PYD Life, Hippo, I have to measure each brand tumbler because they're not all equal in size. All right, so it doesn't matter. This one is like 9 inches by like 8 inches, give or take a few, but yours could be completely different. So make sure you measure your own tumblers. So I just tape it and then I fold it over, making sure it's nice and tight so that way I don't get ghosting. And I just fold it up. And I try to push up all the creases. I got a little bit of space right here, so I'm hoping that doesn't matter. Got a little bit of space. So sometimes it's hard to get them like perfectly tight. I know there's a device for that. All right. And now I'm just gonna take the heat shrink bag. I'm heating the oven back up. I'm just gonna apply it over here. These are specifically for the 20 ounce or 30 ounce. Safety first, put on the glove, and now make sure that's in the middle. Make sure it's nice and tight all the way around. Nice and tight seal, and now we're going to put it in the oven once it finishes warming up. Okay, so this is ready. I have it set to 385 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to put it on. Time you open it, the temperature goes back. I'm just gonna, yeah, I had it on 8 minutes last time. Let's just put it on 10. And it'll beep when it's ready. But like normally 6 to 8 minutes is good. And again, I have it on 385 degrees. Time you open it, it just beep. But time you open it, it goes down. So now it's gonna warm back up. It's gonna beep again once it gets to the desired temperature, and then it'll start the time. All right, so as you can see, I'm at the 5-minute mark and those colors are already coming through. So I'm probably gonna take it out in like another 2 minutes. You don't need the full 10 minutes, but I just had it on there because it had to warm up. So about 6 to 8 minutes should be good for one tumbler. If you have more than one, then of course you need to take the time up. But I already see that it's sublimating perfectly. So I'm about to take it out in 1 more minute. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead, open this one because this one is done. It's really hot. Sublimated beautifully. I'm gonna take it out, let it cool off. That one is completely done. Let's let that one cool off. All right, this one is cooled down, still warm, but let's hope and pray, fingers crossed, that we have a perfect sublimation wrap. Okay. And I like this PYD Life tape. It's nice and thick and big. It doesn't, you know, compared to the smaller tapes. Let's go under the paper. Fingers crossed, guys, because this is the image that I really, really like. So I'm hoping it came out perfect. Take the tape off the bottom. And here we go. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Told y'all that black singing. Perfect. Perfect. Y'all, no ghosting. Do y'all see that? Baby got back. Betty Boop. Coach Tumbler. The zippers. All the details are there. Oh, this is going to be fire. Those colors are perfect. Again, this is the Hippo paper matched and paired with the Cosmos ink. But once this ink runs out, if it ever runs out, I'm going to be using the Hippo ink. I'm just so happy and pleased. All right, let's go ahead and take both of these tumblers up a notch. Now this tumbler is fire all by itself, just like this. You don't have to do the next step, but I'm gonna take it up a notch and we're gonna add on some pizzazz and we're gonna turn it into a purse strap tumbler. Let's finish it. So I'm gonna use my little PYD Life tumbler holder. I'm gonna take this off. And this tumbler already has like the little dots, the holes, so that makes it perfect. So that way I'll know I'll get my chain even. So I'm gonna put my like screws, the D-rings right on that. I'm gonna let that sit up there. And again, these are the D-rings. I'll have them linked down below in the description box. It has two different pieces. One side is the screw, and then the other one, this piece screws onto it. So you have to attach this side. So I'm just gonna take those out. I'm gonna go ahead and just use the E6000 glue. This glue is like really, really strong. And again, this is not something that you're gonna be using to carry the tumbler by. Even though some people do that, I'm not making it for that purpose. This is for decorative purposes only, and I probably will take the resin and do it around it to secure it even more, but because the light that I have, I can't use it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the E6000. So all you need is a little bit, and you can actually just take this and just stick it on here like that, because it doesn't take a lot. You don't want it to glop. So I'm just gonna take that. And I'm gonna make sure I have it even and centered. I'm gonna put that on just like that. Let that sit. And I'll even apply my heat gun to it. I'm gonna let this sit for about 2 hours before I even attach on the other piece. So as you see, I'm just putting the E6000 right on here, making sure I have enough. And I want to make sure it's even. Putting it right in the center. Making sure it's nice and centered. Mash it in. I don't want it to slide. So it has to dry. So I'm going to let it sit just like that for 2 hours, and then we'll attach these parts. And if you notice any glue comes out of it, just wipe it off. Just wipe it off, because depending upon how much you put on there, it could spread. All right, you just want to give it one final look just to make sure it's nice and even. You do want it to be even. Okay. All right, so I'm back. Story time. I had to run out and get a whole brand new camera because why? I bumped my camera and it fell over and completely broke. And I'm leaving for Long Beach tomorrow in California, so I had to have a vlogging camera. So this has completely dried. It's been, what, about 2 to 3 hours? It's completely dry. That's fine, but I will seal it in, or if you feel like if you want to make this tumbler and you want it to be more secure, you can use the UV resin. So I will do that around it. and then I'll cure it. So I decided to go ahead and secure it with the UV resin because when I tried to attach one of the pieces, it did come off a little bit. So I want to make sure it's secure. So I'm just putting a little bit of the UV resin around it, and I'm curing it under here for just literally 2 minutes, and it's rock hard. And all I'm doing is just turning this on and curing it this way. The light is still hitting it. So when you use the UV resin, it's straight. It's already ready to go to use it. There's no part A, no part B. There's no mixing. That's why this one costs a little bit more. Of course, it's faster and you don't have to worry about measurements. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on this side, just a little bit. And I do mean a little bit. It comes out really fast. So I'm just taking it and spreading it all around the bulk. All right, now that they are all dry, I'm going to go ahead and attach. I'm going to go ahead and attach the screw just like so. Nice and easy. All it does is just screw right on. That bolt is locked in place. And you can even put resin around this if you wanted to. Just going to make sure it's tight. I don't want to screw it too hard. I want to make sure that everything is completely dry before I just go crazy. Ooh, I should have I gotta do my nails tonight because I'm leaving town tomorrow. Guys, you will never believe what happened to me. I literally had to run out in between while doing this video. I had to run out because my camera broke. I dropped and broke my camera. I'm gonna screw this one on. All you do is just screw them on like so, in place. They just screw on. Just like so. So I got this pack off of Amazon. This one came with 4. There's so many different ones that you can get. There's so many different styles. You can get them in gold, silver, different lengths. So I believe this one is like 6 inches. All I'm going to do now is just clip it in. And you have yourself a purse coach tumbler. Look at that. So cute. Let's show you the other one. Okay, I got that side secured on. This is nice and tight, not going nowhere. So I'm going to add on the next strap. And I just want to say you can get all different types of straps. You see this is like a heart for a different tumbler I'm going to be doing. So you can get all different type of links and keychains, whatever suits your style, to make it custom and personalized for you. So I just really love this, just to elevate the tumbler. And there's going to be some other things I'm going to be doing as well to my tumblers to like really make them unique, because a lot of people are doing this, but I want to take it up a notch. I want to elevate it. So I'm not going to be showing that on here. You'll see pictures and different things on my website, but some things I got to keep to myself, right? But this in itself is a beauty. Clean it up and we're all done. Let me know what you guys think about the Purse Coach Luxury Tumblers. Alright. I would have even like sublimated the initials of whoever the tumbler is going to. Like there's so many different things that you can do to make it unique. Okay? And again, this is for decorative purposes only, not to be carrying it. Now they do have longer ones, and I've seen people use longer ones so that way you can carry it, but I'm not doing that. I don't even like the long strings on it. But this is how you do the Sublimation Purse Strap Tumblers. That's it for today's video. Let me know, of course, which one is your favorite. I already know which one is mine, but I love them both. And there's so many other styles that I'm gonna have as well. So stay tuned for when my website drops. If you can't wait, you can always email me or DM me on Instagram, because when the tumblers sell out, then you might have to wait until I get more tumblers. But I am loving this. So this is definitely going to be added to my collection, to my storefront. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. You already know the vibes. Give me the thumbs up so that way this video can get pushed out to other people. So that way I can keep creating content for you guys. I'm trying to stay on top of everything so that way I can show and teach you all the things about everything that you want to know to grow and start your business. So I have to go pack because I'm leaving for Long Beach. By the time you guys will see this video, I will already be there. Me and the baddies, we will be going live while we're out in California. So stay tuned for that. Make sure those notification bells are on, guys, so you don't miss any of the vlogging when I take these trips, all right? So I will see you guys when I get back in town. But of course, this video will be posted while I'm away. Love you all. Happy New Year's if I didn't say Happy New Year's to you already, if this is your first video. And as always, happy sublimation, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. So if you've been wanting to know how to make these and you thought it was maybe too hard, as you saw, it was really easy. So everything, again, all the products that I use will be linked down below in the description box. Go ahead and make you some purse strap sublimation tumblers. And again, you can do any design. You don't have to use just the Coach design. The sky is the limit. Whatever type of tumbler you want, you can dress it up, fancy it up, bling it out, whatever you want. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace and blessings. I'm out.